Come up for.
Come up for means to be considered or reviewed.
The issue will come up for discussion. She came up for promotion. The proposal will come up for a vote.
Come away with.
Come away with means to leave with a feeling or result.
She came away with a sense of accomplishment. He came away with surprise. They came away with new insights.
Come down to.
Come down to means to be reduced to, or depend on.
It all comes down to trust. The decision came down to money. It comes down to who works harder.
Come in for.
Come in for means to receive or be subjected to.
He came in for a lot of criticism. She came in for praise. They came in for a surprise.
Come out with.
Come out with means to say or publish something.
She came out with a surprising statement. They came out with a new product. He came out with his opinion.
Come out against.
Come out against means to oppose publicly.
She came out against the proposal. They came out against the new law. He came out against the changes.
Come out for.
Come out for means to support publicly.
He came out for the new policy. They came out for the candidate. She came out for the plan.
Come up against.
Come up against means to encounter difficulties.
They came up against many problems. She came up against opposition. He came up against a challenge.
Come through for.
Come through for means to help or support.
He came through for his friend. She came through for her team. They came through for the community.
Come out ahead.
Come out ahead means to end up with an advantage.
He came out ahead in the deal. She came out ahead of the competition. They came out ahead in the race.
Come forward with.
Come forward with means to offer or provide.
She came forward with evidence. They came forward with a proposal. He came forward with an idea.
Come in handy.
Come in handy means to be useful.
This tool will come in handy. The advice came in handy. The extra money came in handy.
Come into play.
Come into play means to have an effect or become important.
Several factors came into play. Her experience came into play. His skills came into play during the project.
Come on to.
Come on to means to flirt or make advances.
He came on to her at the party. She came on to him at work. They came on to each other during the meeting.
Come out in.
Come out in means to develop a rash or spots.
She came out in a rash. He came out in spots. They came out in hives.
Come to grips with.
Come to grips with means to understand or deal with.
He came to grips with the situation. She came to grips with her emotions. They came to grips with reality.
Come to terms with.
Come to terms with means to accept a difficult situation.
She came to terms with her loss. He came to terms with the changes. They came to terms with the decision.
Come to light.
Come to light means to become known.
The truth came to light. New evidence came to light. The mistake came to light.
Come to an end.
Come to an end means to finish or stop.
The show came to an end. Their relationship came to an end. The project came to an end.
Come to a head.
Come to a head means to reach a critical point.
The issue came to a head. Their argument came to a head. The crisis came to a head.
Come under fire.
Come under fire means to be criticized.
The policy came under fire. She came under fire for her actions. The company came under fire.
Come up trumps.
Come up trumps means to succeed or perform well.
He came up trumps in the exam. She came up trumps at the last minute. They came up trumps with their idea.
Come down hard.
Come down hard means to punish or criticize severely.
The teacher came down hard on cheating. The judge came down hard on the criminal. They came down hard on the policy violators.
Come to fruition.
Come to fruition means to be realized or achieved.
Her plans came to fruition. The project came to fruition. Their efforts came to fruition.
Come out of nowhere.
Come out of nowhere means to appear suddenly or unexpectedly.
The car came out of nowhere. The opportunity came out of nowhere. He came out of nowhere to win the race.
Come across.
Come across means find by chance.
I came across an old photo. She came across a rare book. They came across some interesting facts.
Come along.
Come along means accompany or progress.
Come along with us. The project is coming along well. He asked if I wanted to come along.
Come apart.
Come apart means separate or fall to pieces.
The toy came apart. Their plan came apart. The book's binding came apart.
Come around.
Come around means change opinion or regain consciousness.
She'll come around eventually. He came around after fainting. They came around to our way of thinking.
Come back.
Come back means to return.
He came back yesterday. The cat came back home. She hopes to come back soon.
Come by.
Come by means to visit or obtain.
Come by my office later. She came by the tickets easily. They came by to see us.
Come down.
Come down means to descend or reduce.
The price has come down. He came down from the ladder. The rain finally came down.
Come forward.
Come forward means volunteer information.
No one came forward as a witness. She came forward with new evidence. They came forward to help.
Come in.
Come in means to enter or arrive.
Come in, please. The ship came in late. He came in first in the race.
Come off.
Come off means to succeed or detach.
The plan came off perfectly. The handle came off. Their performance came off well.
Come on.
Come on means encourage or progress.
Come on, you can do it. The lights came on automatically. The TV show comes on at p.m.
Come out.
Come out means to appear or be released.
The truth came out. The bug came out last week. He came out of his room.
Come over.
Come over means to visit someone's place.
Come over for dinner. He came over yesterday. They asked us to come over.
Come through.
Come through means succeed or be communicated.
He came through in the end. The message came through clearly. She always comes through for us.
Come up.
Come up means to be mentioned or arise.
He came through in the end. Something urgent came up. He came up with a new idea.
Come up against.
Come up against means to encounter opposition.
They came up against strong resistance. He came up against a tough opponent. She came up against many challenges.
Come up with.
Come up with means to think of or produce.
He came up with a solution. She came up with a great idea. They came up with the money.
Come down with.
Come down with means to become ill.
She came down with the flu. He came down with a cold. They came down with food poisoning.
Come at.
Come at means approach or attack.
He came at me with a knife. The dog came at us suddenly. She came at the problem from a new angle.
Come into.
Come into means to inherit or acquire.
He came into a large fortune. She came into some money. They came into a lot of property.
Come through with.
Come through with means to provide something needed.
He came through with the money. She came through with the information. They came through with the support.
Come along with.
Come along with means to accompany or progress with.
She came along with us to the store. The project is coming along with your help. He asked if I wanted to come along with him.
Come off it.
Come off, it means to stop it or quit joking.
Come off it. That's not true. He told him to come off it. She needs to come off it and be serious.
Come under.
Come under means to be subjected to.
The company came under scrutiny. He came under a lot of pressure. They came under fire for their actions.
Come apart at the seams.
Come apart at the seams means to break down or fall apart.
The plan came apart at the seams. He felt like he was coming apart at the seams. Their relationship came apart at the seams.